Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, we would like to present to you our written assignment regarding elasticity. But before that, let we introduce ourselves. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is NURUL ATIKAH binti Muhammad RAFI and my ID number is MDA 2402078.
Hi, my name is WIDAD HUSNA FAIRUZ. My ID number is MDA 2402092.
My name is NADYA binti RIZAL. My number ID is MDA 2402121.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is AINUL MARDHIAH binti JULNAIN. My ID number is MDA 2402134.
So we're going to start with question 1. So what is price elasticity of demand? Price elasticity of demand is a measurement of the quantity demanded due to the change in its price. So the formula for PED is percentage change in quantity demanded divided to a percentage change in its price. So degree of price elasticity of demand is referred to variable customer reaction to its price. It is also help defining the shape and slope of the demand curve. The flatter the slope of the demand curve, the more responsive the price in demand will be. So there's five of them. The first one is perfectly inelastic. There's where the elastic demand is equal to zero, which means no matter how the price change, the quantity demanded will always be the same. Inelastic. Inelastic is when the elastic demand is in between of 0 and 1. When there is change in price will cause smaller percentage change in quantity demanded. Next, unitary demand. Unitary demand is when elastic demand is equal to 1. This means the change in its price will cause equal change in demand. Elastic is when the elastic demand is more than 1. This means the change in price will affect the big percentage change in quantity demanded. Last but not least, perfectly elastic. Perfectly elastic is when the elastic demand is infinity. The change in price will change the quantity demanded infinite value. So now let's move on to question B. So the question B asking us how will the 10% price reduction impact the demand for the sedan considering the PED of 1.5. So my answer is, it is given that the PED is 1.5. So using the formula, 1.5 is equal to the percentage change in quantity demanded divided by 10. Why we have to divide it by 10? It is because there is 10% price reduction. So after we make a calculation, we get to know that the percentage change in price is equal to 15. It shows that percentage change in quantity demanded is greater than the price. The PED is 1.5. It is more than 1, meaning it is inelastic. So when there is 10% price reduction, will lead to 15% increase in quantity demanded of the sedan. So the graph shows that price is on the vertical axis while the quantity demanded is on horizontal axis. So the demand curve will be downward sloping, showing that as the price decrease while the quantity demanded is increased. Before the price reduction, the initial price and quantity are at P1 and Q1. After the price reduction, the price decreased from P1 to P2 while P1 to P2 by 10%, while the quantity demanded increased from Q1 to Q2 by 15%. Since the demand is elastic, Maju Auto will experience increases in quantity demanded. At the same time, Maju Auto revenue will also increase as customer responsive to the price changes. It is because lowering the price attracts more buyers and also boosts the overall sales volume.
For question number 2, what is cross elasticity of demand? Cross elasticity of demand is used to measure the responsiveness of quantity demand when there are change in price of related product. For cross elasticity of demand, there are 3 types. The first one is positive cross elasticity. Positive cross elasticity will happen when the value of XED is greater than 0. It also will indicate that the two goods are substitute. So, when there are increase in price of one goods, the quantity demand for another goods will increase. The second one is negative cross elasticity. For negative cross elasticity, the value of XED must be below than 0. Uh, Negative cross elasticity indicates that the two goods are complementary. So when they are when the price of one goods are increased, the quantity demand for another goods will decrease. And the last one, zero cross elasticity. Uh, Zero cross elasticity will happen when the two goods are unrelated and the value of XED is equal to zero. So when the price of one goods are increased, it will not affect the quantity demand of another good. Next, for question B, why Majus Auto need to reduce their price? From the data, we know that the value of XED is 0.8. So the value of XED will indicate that the relationship between Majus Auto and competitors company are positive cross elasticity, and it also indicates that the two goods are substitutes. So if the price of the competitor sedan goes up, the demand for the Majus Auto sedan will increase because customer will change to Majus Auto company sedans as the competitors company sedan getting more expensive. So from this situation, Majus Auto can take advantage to boost their sale by reducing their price and attract more customer because most of the customer will tend to looking for a cheaper substitute. Majus Auto company reducing their price or giving discount for a long time, their company might experience loss because the profit for the goods are not increased.
And I'll be explaining question 3. So, income elasticity of demand is to measure the sensitivity of the quantity demanded due to a change in income. So, a change in the consumer income causes a bigger percentage of change in quantity demanded. So the formula of YED, which is income elasticity of demand, is percentage difference of quantity demanded divided by percentage difference of income. The graph shows elastic income, which shows that the sedan is a luxury item. So, from the graph, we can see that there's an increase in income from Y1 to Y2 leads to an increase in quantity demanded from QD1 to QD2. But the increase in the quantity demanded is more than the increase in income. So that's why YED is more than 1, which is 1.2. This can be seen by increase in demand is 6% as the increase in income is 5%. The percentage of difference in income multiplied with YED, which is 5% times with 1.2 is equal to 6%. Since YED is 1.2, we can see that Majus Auto sedan is a luxury good.
I will be presenting question 4, which is the last question. What is price elasticity of supply, known as PES? The definition is the measure of degree of responsiveness of the quantity supplied relative for a particular goods with a respect change of price. In short, the percentage change in quantity supplied relative to 1% change in price. As you can see, the formula of the calculation, the coefficient of price is the percentage change in quantity supplied over percentage change in prices of goods. In other words, we could also use the midpoint formula to calculate the PES. That is, change in quantity supplied divided by sum of quantity divided by 2 and sum of price divided by 2 also divided by change in price. The difference between the two formula is the average percentage change in price and quantity supplied relative are used instead of simple percentage change in price and quantity supplied relative. Don't worry, the midpoint formula and coefficient formula will generate the same result.
Question for part B. As you can see, the graph is inelastic. Before the receipt of supply, the supply curve S1 and at P1 and Q1. The percentage change in price P1 decreased to P0 is equal to the percentage change in quantity supplied Q1 decreased to Q0. A change in the price of goods causes a small percentage change in quantity supply. Next, we're going to calculation. We're using the coefficient formula to calculate the percentage change in quantity supply. The percentage of difference in price 10% multiplied with P at 0.7%. Then we get the answer for the percentage change in quantity supply. That is 7%.
What action should taken by Marja Auto? First, increase in the availability of inventory. A well-stocked inventory could help smooth over short-term fluctuations in demand until the company can adjust production in capacity. Second, mobility and availability of resources by boosting the relationship with supplier. This could help ensuring the supplier contract and a strong supplier chain could help mitigate the supply. That's all from us for this presentation. Thank you.